All right, to those of you joining us on Zoom, we are with Coach and General Manager James Wade, and we're going to begin with questions in the room. Annie, you want to start?
Hey, James, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
After looking back at game two, what are the most significant adjustments that your team needs to make late, or what did you see late that your team needs to?
I think we
better?
have to be more imposing, and we have to handle their physicality a little bit better. So,
Hey, James, Kareem Copeland, Washington Post. I'm just curious a little bit about the vibe of being back here at home, the opportunity, all that. What's it been like in the city? Everything that you guys have done in the last, I guess, a little bit over 24 hours or so since you guys got back.
it felt good to get back home, and just be in our city and see all the electric, vibes that, they have around the city, and that how much support we have. So it's been great. Knowing that, the fans are going to come out, and it's fans that's not going to be able to come out because it's sold out. So it's been pretty cool. But now we just have to focus on this game. And that's where our focus has been for the last 24 hours.
James, to your left in the second row.
Hey, James, Jackie Powell, Bleacher Report. So folks talk a lot about Kaw's first step.
Mhm.
So I'm curious if you can describe for me what exactly about it is so deadly for opposing defenses.
Let me find a good word for it. It's fast. Yeah. That's I can't. Yeah.
James, second row in the middle.
Coach, good evening. Pleasure to see you. Just a quick question with regards to your bench production. How much involvement do you expect to see tonight from players such as Alexi Brown or even Dana Evans?
We'll see. Dana's gonna, be our backup point guard, and we'll see where how we don't want to have to play Sloot so many minutes, but it's last game. I think they slowed us down a little bit. The only time we were run outs when we were turning the ball over, and they kind of we played at their pace. I think we want to get up and down, make it a multiple possession game. And so the more possessions we have, the higher probability you have of seeing our bench. The possessions in these times are going to always count. But if we can just get up and down the floor a little bit, we can have more energy come off the bench as opposed to being so focused on each possession.
James, third row to your left.
Hey, Coach. Good to see you. Courtney Vandersloot was named to the All-WNBA second team today. And I'm just what makes Courtney just one of the best facilitators in this league? This is, I think, her fifth selection to an All-WNBA team. What do you think makes her stand out?
I think the fact that the way she controls the tempo, controls the game, the fact that she's probably the best passer that has ever lived, maybe, I don't know. Just for her control, her balance. She has great balance, great touch. She can actually, a lot of the point guards that come with that eye, that touch, that feel for passing the ball and finding their teammates, they haven't been able to shoot the way that she has, or they haven't been as quick and as fast. So you put all those attributes in a play, and you have Courtney Vandersloot, and you don't see a lot of those. And so, and everybody's looking for a point guard like that. And so, fortunately, we have one, but that's what makes her special, and it's part of the reason we're special and we're playing right now.
James, to your right in the front row.
James, Michelle Vogel of ESPN.com. I don't know if you'd be comfortable commenting on this or not, but were you concerned that the ruling with Diana Taurasi getting a fine as opposed to a suspension after the contact with the official?
What happened? Did something happen?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know. I didn't see it in the game, so I have no comment. She was, whatever happens between Diana and the league is between those two, and I'll feel, I don't want to step in that. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank you.
James, to your right in the third row.
Alex Simon from the Next. Did it feel like there was a difference in how aggressive Phoenix was trying to cut into the passing lanes that caused those turnovers between game one and game two, and maybe as they'll continue to be in game three?
I don't know. They are a team that has always been heavy nail, and that helps a lot. I don't think it was Phoenix. I thought we were a little careless with it. I thought they collapsed on Courtney and collapsed on our drivers a lot. I thought they were physical with us on the drive. Now it's our responsibility to be stronger with the ball, even if we get bumped or whatever. So we can't expect for the refs to bail us out. We just have to be stronger with the ball. I don't think they did anything. I think it was more of us, and I think of our carelessness and not attention to detail. So, I mean, we'll be ready for whatever comes, so it's fine.
Our next question will come from Zoom. Nav, go ahead.
Hey, Coach Wade, how you doing tonight?
It's Nove. Thank you. Hey, Nove.
How you doing?
I'm doing
My question for you is games 3 and 4 is at home. We haven't really seen like a big game scoring game from Candace. How much in these next upcoming games would you guys lean on her offensively?
Well, we've leaned on her. Candace is a playmaker, so when she sees opportunity to score, we try to exploit it. We'll call her number a little bit more so she can get the ball in spots. But after you give her the ball, then you have to, we have to have movement around her so she'll have the opportunity to make multiple decisions and not be just typecast as a scorer. So it's on us to provide her proper spacing, proper movement, and if she scores, if she has a big game scoring, we'll appreciate that, and or if she facilitates other people having a big game scoring, we'll appreciate that too. So I think the most important thing is, I guess, scoring is a part of it, but we just want the ball in her hands. So I think that's the most important part.
Thank you.
All right. If there's no one else, James, thank you.
Thanks.
I can do Ron's job. Who would like to ask a question?
Hi, Sandy. Annie from the Chicago Sun-Times. Were you surprised by the fine to Diana and that it didn't result in a suspension once you watched that playback?
Look, to be quite honest, she's gone in to help a teammate. I don't think she saw who was around her. So isn't that what you teach your players? Someone needs help, go help her. So.
Sandy, Eric Wilson, WKII. I just wanted to ask you about the impact that Sophie made for you in game 2, and do you expect more of that tonight in game 3?
Definitely. It was great for us to have Sophie back. It just added another player that's been really good for us this season, just with her. And it's not just her scoring, it's her energy that she brings to the team. It's really contagious, to be quite honest. She makes, she hypes me up sometimes, just with how just the kind of person her personality is. And she was a little winded there at times. That's why we kept her minutes short, but she certainly competed as hard as anyone else on the floor.
Hey,
Jackie
Sandy.
Powell from New York. Okay, go.
Wow, you really pay attention.
Yeah, I do.
No, it's incredible. So I'm curious as to what you think the reason is that your team has played so well on the road.
That's a good question. I wish we played better at home. Won a few more games there. But look, I think, you're on the road, there is no distractions. You're in your hotel room, you're resting. There's no one you have to meet usually. Obviously, people have friends all around in every city, but you're probably a little bit more focused there. And, I suppose we have a veteran team that is fine going into an opponent's arena and people yelling at them, I suppose. So Dinah's used to that. Brittany's used to that. We're all used to it.
Hey, Sandy. You've been around the league for a while and seeing the growth from now with this finals, with the 13,000 fans in Phoenix and today being sold out. How do you see that represents the growth of the league going forward?
Yeah, I think it's great. Number one, this is the best league in the world. We've got the best players. It's really high level basketball, and hopefully that will continue with expansion. I think that's good. I think we have enough players in this league to keep this as a really high level game. And with more eyes on it, that helps us grow too. It's more about, financially can grow it and pay the players a little bit more and, get them on TV. I think that's part and parcel. It goes hand in hand, but we've got a really great product. and it's great that people are watching. We've got great not just great players, but great people with great stories as well. And yeah, I'm excited what the future will hold. You know, I started back in 1998, so I've been here for a while, and it's, you know, I mean, it's amazing how much we've been continued to grow.
James K, Chicago Tribune. Sandy, Courtney Vandersloot, I don't think any team in this playoffs has been able to stop her. How do you go about trying to make her uncomfortable, you know, after her 20-point, 14-assist performance last game?
I don't know, James, can you tell me?
I'm also searching.
Yeah, okay. No, I'm a great player. I love Courtney as a player. Always have. We try to get her in Russia when my husband and I were about to coach in there, and now she is a little bit after us, but she knows when she needs to step up for her team scoring. I mean, she loves passing the ball. I think her court vision is amazing. She's deceptively quick and tough. Yeah, she's a handful. So, you know, hopefully she's having a bad night shooting. Can we hope for that? Great. You know, obviously, I suppose with the Bulls not being owned by, you know, the Sky not being owned by the Bulls, but I think, you know, I think we should support each other because in the end, it's basketball, men and women.
Sandy, I have a real quick follow-up. You mentioned your husband, who is one of the coaches on the Sky. How much conversation have the two of you had now that the finals have started?
Very little. I saw him on the way here. I was walking. I missed the bus. They changed the time on me, but I had to walk over, and he was actually pulling out of the car park. I was with my daughter. He had our son, and he went down the window. He goes, "You want a lift?" And I went, "Yeah, hell no. Keep going, young man." But yeah, no, we don't talk too much. And we tried to, you know, that's just our professional integrity. You know, we're playing each other against this is what we all play for. So we're just locked in. We'll have plenty of time to talk in the off season.
I've got another one, Sandy. I'm curious if you can explain what you think has worked and what you think has not worked when it comes to trying to stop Clea Copper.
Yeah, I mean, she's an athlete. You know, I love like the players that work so hard, and obviously Olaf talks about Kai a fair bit and just her growth and how much she puts the work in. I always say, if you put the work in, you're going to get better. And sometimes you have to have a little patience. You have to, you know, the mental aspect as well too. But she's a handful, and you know, for us, it's not just, you know, I'd rather give her outside shots than anything in the paint. So it's making sure our, you know, one-on-one defense is where it needs to be, but having a crowd around her as much as we can. You know, 50 points in the paint is too much. It's not, we both games, that's our goal, to limit it. You know, maybe we can get it down to 40 and that will help us tremendously. Now, that doesn't mean we want to give Quigley threes. It just means we want to make sure we're contesting a few more shots. And, you know, obviously, you know, Copper gets to the rim as good as anyone else in this league. Thanks, guys.